who may ask me, why, Falter? Why are you just streaming Dad's Hope again? Well, see, I had to do it for a specific reason. One, I don't feel all that bad. I really don't. I really don't. And second, I wanted to basically, how do I put it into good words? The words I can do them. Everybody rejoice. Apparently, because I was checking social, I was checking a lot of different stuff, whatever. Replicant has finally been banned for doxing me. It only took 3 years, but finally he has been officially gone for good. On January 16th, I posted basically the proof on Twitter that Replicant had admitted to doxing me finally. Because, you know, I mean, he gave it to me a while back before he got some of his accounts banned from Reddit. And then, you know, I was like, oh, I've got this. And I wish I would have known about it sooner, because, you know, that would have solved, like, a lot of my problems over the years, you know? But it looks like it took about, well, a couple of my friends noticed on Twitter and helped me out by basically sharing it and retweeting it. And being like, hey, you know, Falter's been banned, whatever, can, you know, FTF, can you do something about this? And yeah, it looks like, you know, finally, Replicant has been banned. After years of injustice, years of persecution, years of this guy lying about me, harassing me, you know, basically doing everything he could because he lost to me in PvP back when he was the running man, you know, all the way back when Gold Chocobo used to play, you know. And I was still on my laptop, like, this dude's been harassing me for literally almost 4 years, and he's finally gone. Finally! Permanently gone from the Elite Dangerous community. And I mean, if anybody ever finds his all they have to do is basically go, hey, Frontier, 8.1, ban evasion, you're breaking the terms of servant Replicant by trying to use an alternate account, get permanently banned again. Get your money wasted. And it's funny, I set them up with this whole, like, I'm gonna pretend to be inactive, you know, so I can make them think that I'm banned. And in the whole way of me doing that, it got them to show who exactly has been harassing me. Even people from like AXI, you know, all these people that have been conspiring against me to try to hate on me, whatever, because they, you know, they keep losing in PvP. It got them all to expose themselves, and then even in that process, it got me to be able to figure out which ones were officially banned, like Rinsler, Harry Potter, Yamato 2012, Infinite Iron, you know, all these players that had been harassing me for years, and it makes sense that the harassment that they had done had stepped up in the way that it had, because they had been banned. They had legitimately gotten banned from the game, or were in the process of getting all of them banned for harassing me. You know, karma finally bit them in the ass after years of, you know, taking out their anger on me, on myself in real life, for losing in PvP. Because in reality, the PvP community, with their whole, like, FTL's meta garbage bullshit, yeah, no. None of them were good. They were all worthless premium junkies who combat logged, and if you ever beat them, they'd dox you, and then they'd try to shame you, or basically smear you with stuff. I mean, the other aspect I laugh about Replicant too, he's been literally posting Shinobu pictures on the Araragi subreddit. And do my haters give him shit for it, or call him the names that they've called me? Oh, no, because it's okay for Replicant to post pictures of the girls from the anime that I like is my most favorite anime, but me? No! We're gonna call Falter a pedophile and all that stuff, and legitimately harass him because he's the best pilot in the entire Elite Dangerous galaxy. And no one's ever gonna be better than me. Nobody really will. The whole point about how I've been kicking people's ass in a gunship for years, and nobody can even fly the gunship by way I can. It's like, it's freaking ridiculous. All these egomaniacs who look down on PvEers, you know, or even other PvPers, and they're toxic to literally no end, you know, they're literally exactly what they try to tell other people are. Care Bears, toxic, criminals, all this type of stuff, right? I mean, you look at even the cases of people like from Knuckle with all their alcoholic shit, and even some of the really disgusting, really gross stuff like what Nishimura would post with like lolly and urine, or Algamatic would post like with scat and prolapse, all that gross, disgusting bullshit, you know, that what they do, somebody sees it, somebody says, hey, I don't like this, what is their solution? Oh, well, they go out to Elite and they try to 8v1 you, you know, to justify their anger, and then they'll dox you, and then they'll harass you, and if you try to stand up for yourself, oh, well, you know, they'll smear you for things you've never, ever, ever done. So yeah, finally, after 4 years of harassment, Replicant has finally got his due. And it's so great to see that one of the worst copycat pilots in the game, being Replicant, is officially and finally banned. And will no longer come back. It's party time. And it makes sense with why he's been stalking me on a bunch of Reddits now. He's got nothing to do. He's been playing Twitch shooters like Call of Duty, which makes sense. I mean, the guy literally, as I've only learned recently, lied about his age as well when I first met him a while back, and I did, you know, telling me that he was like 28 at the time, when in reality, I don't even think he's 21, in all honesty. He lies about so much stuff. Like, dude, he's such a pathological liar. He really does suffer from the whole mental disorder of mythomania, phantasmia, and it's ridiculously stupid. I mean, even seeing people like Space Mage being banned, you know, all these fucking nomads being banned that have literally just had nothing to do in the community but harass me for, you know, as their only content. And me, I pretend I'm banned for a bit. They lose their shit, get themselves all banned, and expose that really, in all honesty, they've been banned. And they're just angry and jealous and envious. They can never and will never be as good as I am in this game. And that's what I think is silly. This is a freaking game. Why do they care so much? Why, as the PvPers they profess to be, why do they care as much as they freaking do? But they care way too much. You know? I mean, even to the point that, like, what was it? Link One was credit scamming FDev to buy arcs? Like, literally, like, credit scamming them. We had the whole Steam mechanics for buying the things with real-life currency. Like, to do that in a game, it's no wonder these guys are as bad as they are, and they fanboy over one of the worst medium ships in the game, which is being the FDL. That ship is so utterly garbage. It's like, ugh. And the fact that these shitters have no ability to fly at all whatsoever without 4, 5, 6 times the number of me to even compete with me alone. I mean, how many videos do I have on record, and how many will I still be getting showing that I can take on these guys, what, 4, 8 to 1, and either secure kills, make them rout, and maybe they might kill me once in the process of it? These guys are so utterly horrendous, and they're such cheats and liars and kids that it makes me laugh. Like, how the community has even let them continue being the way that they are for as many years as they have is just, like, beyond me. You know, the fact that, like, even communities like, let's say, like, places I used to teach before I just fled it, right? Like, for example, Newton's Gambit or whatever, were good until these haters came around, and most people are just too scared to stand up to them. You know, because they know you'll get bullied for saying anything contrary to their opinion. For saying that, hey, the FDL is bad. For saying, hey, you know, you might be a lugger, so stay out, you know, type of thing. Having any type of boundaries, and these guys just can't handle it. They can't. They honestly can't. And I pity them. I really do. Like, I mean, the way that I've been hated all basically started when I met that Xantar fucking idiot back in, what was it, 2014 or 2015? Whatever year it was. But the fact that, like, he invites me over to Mobius, opens fire on me with a wingmate when I'm back in my dropship before I ran things like Plasma, you know, fixed multi-cannons and Seekers, and he almost dies, and his answer, instead of saying GG for attempting to gank me 2v1 and not killing me, is to go and cry all over Steam in an attempt to get me banned from Steam. Like, this type of bullshit that's been allowed to propagate as our community. Pilots who literally do not deserve the term of combat pilot. It's like, ugh. I mean, I was even watching Ildren the other day cry about the SLF bug from 3 years ago after I literally killed him in PvP 4 times back when I first met the dude. Like, this type of stuff where they've got nothing but either their single ganks against me or an attempt to say that they've killed me one time years ago. Like, this type of, you are so bad, you have to hold on to the most petty and most ridiculous of things to try to feel like you have some accomplishment in this game. And they don't. They've got nothing. They can't PvE. I mean, the amount of times I've seen people like, let's say, Morphiston complain about their FDLs being unable to kill the unengineered NPCs. Like, dude, you guys are so bad that your PvP builds don't even work in PvE. This is how bad you are. You know, without your premiums, without your gimbals, you're nothing. And it's just, it's so good to see that Replicant is finally banned from this game. That cyber bully and that cyber criminal is officially dealt with forever. And now he won't be able to bother me. Well, of course he will. Apparently not apparently. Nishimura brought him and his alternates onto Superstar's Discord the other day, and they were literally like spamming harassment at me, which now, given the whole thing of events, does make a bit more sense in context to why Nishimura would have reacted the way that he did when he challenged me in his Eugen and lost. And then his natural reaction is to invite alternates of Yamato, Cassis, and Replicant to a Discord and basically get himself banned with posting legitimate porn and harassment to, you know, basically try to bully me because he lost in a PvP game. Like, these types of idiot kids that are just, they got nothing, right? It's sad, really. It honestly is. You know, but, I mean, that's, to be fair, it's, the PvP community isn't the only one that's guilty. I mean, I've seen the same bullshit from the PvE side, even from the lawful side. It's a problem to do with Elite's community in general. And that's why I've always taken the stance I have against changing the entire community for the better, you know? And the only way you're gonna ever change things is if you shake up a few eggs. You know, you gotta expose the shitters for what they are, and, you know, that's always what I've stood for. Exposing liars, exposing the harassers, exposing the criminals for the pieces of shit human beings that don't deserve to be in our community at all. You know, people like Rinsler who don't have any skill whatsoever in this game, and their natural course and reaction to losing to me in PvP, yeah, going and harassing me or posting slanderous lies on his YouTube to, you know, try to defame or character assassinate me, stuff which can legally incriminate him. You know, or things like, you know, Harry Potter trying to steal the fact that I killed a Medusa by myself in my gunship as his own credit and then post it on his channel. And then when I actually copyrighted saying, hey, you know, this is my accomplishment, you can't have this, he like loses his head. He can't handle it. So. Oh yeah, tell me I'm banned again, please. But yeah, it's just, these guys are such shitters. I mean, I've seen people tell me about still the FalterXV copycat running around in Shinrarta, you know, like the fact that they don't even want to admit that they are so like obsessed with me, and that some of them even, you know, used to be friends of mine before they turned into pieces of human garbage, you know. So it's I don't know, it's ridiculous, these guys. It's just ugh, you know. When will things change? I don't know. Hopefully sometime. But even FDev has a problem itself. Their support staff is garbage. The pilots who even lead their community in terms of the community streams they do are literal trash and don't deserve to be flying in front of an audience. You know, all that type of stuff, you know. It's, I mean, as much shit as I'm gonna get for an unpopular opinion, even I don't think people like Obsidian Ant or Yemek should be giving our community any news or anything, because they don't even have full experience in the game, or they're not even good enough to offer things like, for example, Yemek's reviews on ship or even opinion. He can't fly well, he doesn't know how to build, he doesn't know how to do anything, so why is he someone that, as a pillar of our community, whatever, who offers advice in the way that he does? Why is Obsidian Ant, who is only an explorer and a guy who takes pictures, allowed to be the news of Elite? No, this type of stuff, right? Or even in the way that I was vehemently harassed for exposing Lord Bamber of the Fatherhood, and a lot of the other Fatherhood harassers and pieces of shit for harassing me and cheating in the game using the actual PvP cheater, you know? But I mean, this is the problem with our community in general. This is why this game will never change or get better. Why this community stagnates. Why people don't even want to listen to the fact that hull tanks are good. There's not as many hard counters on hull tanks as they, you know, all this type of stuff, right? I mean, I'm kind of rambling now at this point, but well, efficiently prove my point. I already really have proved my point for the past fucking, what, almost 15 minutes now? Either way, to wrap up, Replicant's banned. He's banned for doxing me. And I'm gonna be taking this stream and uploading it publicly on YouTube while I'm still working on my video that I've been working on the past, what, 4 months or so? Not 4 months, sorry, 4 weeks or so, because I just have been busy with real life. So, and it is so good to see that he's banned for good. It's so nice. And with that, I bid you all, my loyal followers, my loyal fans, adieu. And we are finally able to rest in peace knowing that these guys are getting banned for good. People like Harry Potter getting banned for doxing people in the community as well as FDev employees. People like Infinite Iron getting banned for doxing people in the community as well as FDev employees and posting a website with people's information on it. This is why this community is garbage. So, yeah. I'm so happy these guys are banned. Rejoice! For Replicant, the piece of shit human being who can't even fly, doesn't deserve the title of combat pilot, is banned for doxing me. Karma and justice is done.